I'm all right. The world's all wrong. All right, let me get my notes up. So, um, we've I'm surprised by your incredible vulnerability to just sit here and talk with me about this and to take accountability for some of these limiting beliefs and circumstances. But the focus here is to help you have a breakthrough where you're able to walk away through this stress that you're entangled in. It's like quantum entanglement, but it's like a
Yeah.
quantum entanglement that you're like, you need somebody to be like, this is what's going on. And to be able to teach you about how manifestation responds to your authentic internal alignment. So that means like, it doesn't respond to forced positivity at all. So, like I said, we've identified that's you're forcing it. So, what's happening is because you involuntarily manifest the way that you breathe and you're acting and reacting to that stress and the things that, you're worried about with that guy, you know,
Mhm.
you're manifesting it with every guy and you're manifesting the spiraling out. So what we're going to do now is if you have any questions, you can ask because the shift here is the objective is to reframe manifesting from an exhausting point of view and to stop to reframe from manifesting from an exhausting place as if it's some kind of chore. Okay. You want to be
Mhm.
CBD, go clean your house. CBD. I mean, you want to be OCD, clean your house. You want to be
Yeah.
OCD, get OCD about getting off the psychological roller coaster.
Yeah.
Um, and you you're doing really well at actually acknowledging your grief and talking about it and having the session should help you clear some of your energetic blocks because we are able to identify now. You know what it feels like now to be able to identify your limiting beliefs and circumstances. And if you don't, I'll keep pointing them out to you so we can work on them. All right.
Yeah.
So you can clear these heavy energetic blocks because they're just stalling you out.
Hmm.
You've had so much programmed in your head about it, right? That you feel like you have to always be trying and there's no such thing as try. There's only do.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get the cards now and we're going to ask a couple of questions. I'm going to do a visual layout. We're going to ask what's the true root of the midday silence? Like what is the true root of that is causing that midday kind of crash?
Hmm.
We're going to ask what the romantic spiral is trying to protect you from feeling.
I know the answer to that, but I'm happy to ask, but like I think it's a fear of being blindsided. It's like because I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing, which is the kind of questions I ask when I get readings on him.
Yes.
Um, it's just a way to protect myself from being blindsided because a lot of times I have assumed good things about things and I'm like completely carefree going about my life, and then I find out something that's so heartbreaking and so like makes me feel like I'm so dumb. Like, how did I not see this coming? Like,
I
I
know,
thought,
I've been there. I felt
and
that
it's
way.
happened so many times.
And it's only a part of life. It's just natural. But you can get past this. So I'm just going to write this down one more time. That's another limiting belief and circumstance. You said it. What did you just say?
Yeah.
Being blindsided.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when I tell you that nobody, not even I, have a will in your reality unless you give it to me, that's just how fucking powerful you are.
That's what makes me feel so pressured. I'm like, all these thoughts that I'm having, these visuals, it's like I'm not intending on giving it to that person, but is that what I'm doing? And
Do you feel like knowing that you are the operant power, that you are powerful and that life is what you make it because of you? that, do you feel that, what was it that you just said? You said, how did you say that? You just said, that's what makes me feel, you just said it,
Pressured.
pressure. So does that make you feel pressure?
Yeah. 'Cause that makes me feel like I thought about this, I did this, so I have to fix this, and I'm trying to do the opposite of it. And instead of the opposite, my mind is pushing the other stressful thought about it.
Okay. Yeah, the pressure, blindsided, and the pressure to push yourself into manifesting. Is that what it's
Positive, the
positive
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 thoughts.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Push yourself into thinking positive.
Hmm.
Because thinking positive doesn't work unless you're feeling it. It's like what I say to the girls in chat and the guys in chat. When it's on like Donkey Kong between two people, it's on. There's none of this questioning. I promise you.
So then is it not on between me and him?
No, that doesn't mean that at all.
Hmm.
It's just that you both are not right in front of each other. You're both on the phone with each other. And the problem is that what's different between, I mean, you're not that much younger than me, but I am a millennial. Okay.
Hmm.
Are you a millennial?
I'm 96 born.
So
Yeah, I kind
you're,
of am.
so you're that year that's like in between.
Yes, I'm the transition year.
And so you're a mil, millennial X. Yeah, you're a millennial, but you're on the younger side of the millennial stuff, and you're still very influenced by the Gen X kind of and the Gen Alpha kind of energy
Mm.
that's absorbed on the phone, absorbed on what other people say, absorbed on what's
Yeah.
the best, absorbed on having to be the best, look the best, act the best. No, we got to get through that, and you will. And this is solidifying your breakthrough because once again, we've figured out two more limiting beliefs and circumstances. The limiting belief and circumstance being blindsided, and the pressure to push yourself into positive thinking is also another circumstance you set for yourself.
Mhm.
So these are things we're going to work through. And I've already made notes on how to work through that. I'm going to send you something about your homework. But first, let's do this tarot card reading. If you have any other questions that you want to ask, please feel free to do it. We're going to start with card one as to what do her most strongest and trusted spirit guides feel that the true root of her midday heavy silence is all about. What is the true root of that spirit, and what does she need to know about that right now? Yeah, it's your legacy, it's your life, and where it's going. Because you're working, working, working. You're working, 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 but you want to be loving, 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 and taking nice vacations. So the true root of your midday heavy silence is the Hierophant. I feel like what that's telling you right now is that quite possibly spiritually, some of the things that you have gone through, looked into, tried, experienced, while it's helped you, it's still giving you a bit of a headache. It's like it's not, it's like once again you feel the urge to perform. Okay, and the Hierophant is telling you, no, baby girl, you don't have to perform, but you do have to perform for yourself.
Yeah.
You do have to talk to yourself. You do have to talk to me. You do have to talk to your mom. You do have to talk to the birds and the trees and hug them sometimes. Okay, because work and all the what ifs and all the people around you who are like, must be perfect or you can't have me, is bullshit. These people still fart and have diarrhea and throw up and sneeze and accidentally blow boogers out their nose when they sneeze, and they're all very much human and wipe their asses at the end of the day like you and I. Don't ever forget that. Okay, and everybody started off as an asshole. It's up to them to grow a spine and become a real human being. And that's just science. Let's see. Okay, so I want to keep these two cards out because I'm going to have to take pictures of them later for your homework.
Mhm.
So what is the romantic spiral spirit? Uh, what are her most trusted and strongest spirit guides trying to protect her from feeling? Like, it's not that her most trusted and strongest spirit guides are trying to protect her from feeling something. It's just that there's something within regards to, oh gosh, put all these cards back in and reshuffle because I want to make sure I get the right ones. So, what is the romantic spiral trying to protect her from feeling? Ooh. Mystery about your future, mystery about communication, mystery about your love life, mystery about romance. It's trying to protect you from that fear of the mystery. So, what happens is you spiral out because you're not able to engage in just being open to what's next and being excited about expecting it showing up in a way that pleases you. See how she's standing on the beach? She's got her wand, her magic wand. It's
Mhm.
literally telling you that you are this magic wand. And the moon definitely represents not only just mystery, but your beauty, your essence, your logic, your heart. And it's almost as if it's trying to protect, it's almost as if the romantic spiral is trying to protect you from really immersing yourself into the mystery of being laid back, nice and easy, and expecting what you want to show up in a way that pleases you, whether it's scrambled eggs or sunny side up. It's still going to taste good. You see what I'm saying? Instead of you trying to manifest laid back, nice and easy, you're trying to manifest perfection through performance because maybe at some point in your life you were expected to be perfect or told that you unless you are this way you're not going to get this and what you want because you're not perfect or you're not performing at the standard that people expect you to perform at.
Mhm.
um, Now within regards to the exact belief you need to surrender to find peace today, what is the exact belief that she needs to surrender to find peace today, Spirit? And then we can go into a couple questions if you want to ask Spirit too about questions. What is the exact belief she needs to surrender to find peace today? Making choices, too many choices. Confused minds, they don't fly. Your mind is so confused. And I'm hoping that you will choose yourself over the confusion, that you will choose justice in a way that pleases you, that you will choose this transformation from the version of yourself that you don't like right now. I mean, you like yourself, but choose this to go through this transformation, even if it takes days, weeks, months, even if you cry and shit the bed. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going
Yeah.
to shit the bed, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
even if you have to cry, know that even though you're crying, it doesn't mean you messed anything up. Just because you're not being positive doesn't mean you have messed your life up or messed anything up. Okay. Just because you're not perfect today doesn't mean you've messed anything up. Okay.
Mhm.
So the exact belief you need to surrender today to find peace is trying to find peace because wherever you go, there you are. And there's peace
Yeah.
for you to have, whether it's a piece of pie or peace of mind. Through that piece of pie or just through sleep, rest, a bath, refocusing back on your self care. Do dance class every night, yeah, but don't forget to rest. Don't forget to do your mental diet exercise because the mental diet, the strict mental diet, isn't just a 5 minute thing, an hour thing, a 2 hour, it's an all day thing that you have to work at. And eventually, it's going to come to the point where it's like, okay, whatever, you can just shrug it off for a little bit. And then it'll get easier and easier to shrug off that feeling of perfectionism and that feeling of performing and that feeling that you always have to be positive. You shouldn't have to feel positive unless you want to feel positive.
I mean, I obviously want to feel positive, but I mean, I
You
think what you're
will.
trying to get at is that don't force yourself to be positive to get a certain outcome. Just
Yeah.
be positive and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, and expect what you want to show up in a way that pleases you. I always say that because I used to be like, oh, I'm going to manifest money today, and then I didn't say in a way that pleases me, and then I almost died because of it. And I didn't get a whole lot of money out of that car accident, anyways, because both lawyers ripped me off, and I was never able to sue the guy who hit me because he was a minor, and now I can't find him to sue him. So always in a way that pleases you. Um, so we discussed, the framework of your mind. Your mind has been using the romantic spiral and manifestation rules to protect you from underlining grief of a shattered timeline. We've discussed, to kind of reframe your work that we did today to help you anchor your energy during your most vulnerable hours, which is that midday, correct? Yeah. Um, so, and then I have a whole like homework for you to do the next 2 weeks. Your main action plan is right. It's like right now with midday silence. When it starts to feel heavy, do not pick up your phone. Okay. Do not check on the person you like. Okay. And do not force yourself to think positive thoughts. Okay. Unless you want to feel positive. But during that midday, it's time to actually sit completely still for 3 minutes if you can. You're going to want to put one hand on your heart and say aloud or say to yourself, okay, that you're connecting, you're conscious. All right. You're exactly where you need to be. You're completely safe. And I'm giving you all the directions for that stuff. All right. There's also going to be a thing in here about romantic brain dump because it's going to be something you're going to have to do whenever you start spinning out. And I've given you what you need to do as your homework and practice. And then the tarot mirror reflection. The photos I'm going to send you, in fact, let me pull these cards out before I mix them up again. Oh, here they are. I'm going to send you pictures of these cards, and there's going to be a little bit of information about them, what they mean, and everything. And you're going to
Mhm.
want to spend some time looking at these cards and thinking about them, reminding yourself that letting go of the struggle is the absolute fastest way to allow your natural abundance to catch up with you. So you can just start naturally manifesting. So you can be okay with the fact that, all right, I know I wanted to manifest $500, but it seemed to only be 250 this time. And that's okay because you still manifested more money. Okay. You still
Mhm.
manifested more love from him or them or people. You still was able to get to the point where the version of the person you wanted showed up. So because you're sitting there observing him with the hurt foot, the pain and the suffering he might be feeling, um, maybe even talking to other women, which I'm pretty sure he is, his sister, his mother, somebody else. Doesn't mean that he's actually dating them or serious either. But people have to have friends. And it won't matter if you have a husband or a boyfriend, there's going to be other women in his life that he knows, whether it's a sister, a friend, or girlfriend. Um,
Mhm.
but you're not stuck and you're definitely not failing. Okay. Has anybody told you that yet?
No.
Yeah, no, you're not failing and you're not stuck. You're just simply clearing out old frozen expectations from your childhood, your teens, and your early 20s. You're coming into a phase in your life where it's time to be a grown woman, and you know that. And you
Mhm.
know that all these little hangups are just childhood hangups. And that's really what it is. It's hangups from being programmed by society as well. Okay. um, you're just clearing out old frozen expectations so that you can just live your true authentic life and bloom. Okay. Even if you bloom softly, bloom gently, bloom slowly, that's okay. But I am incredibly proud of you for wanting to take this shift today. And there's a lot that goes into it. Like I'm exhausted now,
Mhm.
but it's just a part of me being a healer to help you heal and to help you transform. And I'm so proud that you got the death card because the death card is about accepting that transformation and knowing that you are safe. You're safe. Always say when you want something and you say it in a way that pleases you and remind yourself that you're safe. What's the worst thing that you think could happen to you right now? when you're feeling safe? What's the worst thing? Him telling you that there's somebody else?
Yeah.
And that ain't bad. Okay. Think about someone like me who has agoraphobia. Am I going to have to stab somebody, shoot somebody, kick somebody in the ass because they come to my door or they threaten me outside of my home? You know, I am a victim of attempted murder and rape. So what that has done to me over the years is I've had to fight that and realize that you're just because you're a woman and you're my friend doesn't mean you're going to try to kill one of my parents or my dogs, or just because I meet a new man or I have a man friend doesn't mean they're all going to do what bad men have done to me either. But still, I worried and worried and worried. Just is somebody going to use my face for deep fake porn? Is somebody going to use my face for that kind of thing again? And look, I manifested it. It's just science. And the more that you understand the science behind it and the science of you, I think that the more you are going to be able to bloom into an authentic life. It's going to make you so much happier. Is there any questions you want to ask the tarot before we're done?
Can I ask questions about him?
Hmm.
Can I just get like how he's feeling, especially since he didn't respond to my text? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want him to feel bad. I just don't know what's happening. I just want to know what's happening.
Okay, let me just take a quick picture of these,
Sure.
and then we'll definitely move on because they're the cards to your three questions that you need to be focusing on, and I'll send them to you. I mean, of course, I'll take better pictures of them. I just need these right now for reference so we can go into putting them in the deck and using them for this part of the reading. Excuse me. All right. So you want to know what his feelings are for you right now, correct?
Yeah, I mean, that and also like he didn't respond to my last text, which is fine. I just don't know what's happening right now. I know he had an MRI today, um, but I don't know if it's his foot that's, what's keeping him from reaching out and wanting to like just talk or whatever.
So saying to yourself, I don't know what's happening is okay. It's okay to not know what's happening.
I mean, I'd rather say that than repeat the
Yeah.
visual, honestly.
Well, yeah, but it's also good to tell yourself, um, to remind yourself, not tell yourself, but remind yourself that what do you want to happen? How does that feel?
Scary because every time I try to think about him, the fear pops up. So I feel like it's like I need to almost step away from him and this whole situation entirely and kind of reestablish a connection with myself. But then that makes me feel like that I will let him go and he will
Yeah.
evaporate,
And
vanish,
that
and I will never have him.
and see, and that was another limiting belief and circumstance that if you let go, you lose, you fail.
Yeah.
Did we put that down here? Just trying to make sure. Okay, I just don't have luck in finding friends. Okay, that's one limiting belief we made. Okay, that if you don't talk to him and keep up with the convo, that you're feeling like you're giving up and it will die. That if you let go, you lose and fail. Like if you step away and refocus on you, you failed, but you haven't. So we have definitely figured out five limiting beliefs and circumstances that we get to work through. And you'll work through it now that you've identified them and you know what they are. There might even be subconscious ones that are more deeper that you might have dreams about. So pay attention to those dreams. Keep a piece of paper and a pen next to your bed. If you remember something from a dream that you remember that feels weird, you make sure to write it down and we'll talk about it. Okay.
Hmm.
Spirit, I'm calling forth her most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know about this person and her mind and heart and what they're feeling for her tonight? What does she need to know about that right now? What does she need to know about that? Oh, the world. Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Remember what I said about his King of Swords energy and your King of Swords? See, he doesn't know what he wants because you don't know what you want, but yet you guys know what you want, but you are afraid to tell each other. He is definitely coming from this from what feels logical instead of what feels emotional, and so are you. And so you're reflecting back. It's crazy. But there is a new beginning with your conversation, with your intellect. He does see you and feel you are someone who's an ideal intellect for sure. He almost wants to like, he almost wants to be like, how can I make this up to her? He does feel that way in that Ace of Swords. He kind of feels like an ass because he hasn't been able to really give you what he wants to give you and give you what you deserve because he knows you're worth something in this world card. He knows right now you only have online to talk, but he
Hmm.
does enjoy that when you guys do communicate. This card is also telling you that he feels that you're very much a part of his world, even if it just is online right now. That you are
Hmm.
somehow some part of his life that makes sense. And even though he doesn't know what he wants, and you don't know what you want, but you know what you want, okay,
Hmm.
you've got to think about it. I want you to go to bed tonight.
Hmm.
Um, and just maybe you can just feel this. Can you feel? You can feel. What does it feel like to have everything you want?
I think my other limiting belief is you can't have everything you want. Because I grew up listening to that a lot. Everyone would tell me, you can't have everything your way, can't have everything you want, you know.
Another limiting belief and circumstance.
And so when you say he doesn't know what he wants, what exactly do you mean? Like
So
he doesn't
it's
know what
like,
he wants with
well, because
me?
he doesn't know what you want. So here's the thing. We're going to get back into men. Men like clarity. Confused minds don't buy. All right. It's very much like a business perspective, even though it's romance. Men want clarity and they don't want to play games. They want to know what you want. And
I
when,
want him, but I don't know what to tell him because he doesn't even respond.
so what's happening is he wants you too, but he's like, if I tell her, am I being too forward? He doesn't know how to get clarity, and you don't know how to get clarity because neither one of you know how to say, do you want a house? Do you want a car? Do you want to love? Do you want to be rich? What do you want? What's exciting to you? What turns you on? Why are you guys not having these conversations? Is because I think you're both modest people from modest places who maybe don't have a lot of people to give you advice on how to talk to girls and boys. Okay. And because we all come like I've had a chance to kind of break out of that whole thing where they either hook you up with somebody or you find somebody within the community of your neighborhood or family. Okay, with my family, all right. um but it's like you guys aren't filling the cup with the communication about what do you like, what turns you on, what do you want to do, what do you want to do next, where are we going next with this. I miss you, I'm turned on by you, I want you. Men want that clarity. Okay.
So should I tell him I miss him?
Of course, you should say you miss him and not give a fudge what happens next. Just it feel released that you told someone that you miss them and can't wait to see them again. Give him clarity that you can't wait to see him again when you both are better.
I think I've said this to him that I really look forward to seeing him, and he just didn't respond.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
How
matter.
will, can we ask the cards how he'll feel if I
Yeah. How
say
would he
that to
feel
him?
if, have you ever said you missed him?
I've told him I'm really looking forward to see him.
Spirit, how would he feel if, how would this man on her heart and mind feel if she said, I miss you to him? I miss your company, even. It's even more polite if you want to go
Hmm.
down that. I miss your company and I really had a good time on our date or something. Spirit, how would he feel if she said, I miss you? That might really settle him. It might start a conversation. He might get a little freaked out, but it will only remind him. So here's the Six of Swords. It's definitely going to smooth things over, make things feel better,
Hmm.
and he will respond. Here's the communication. It'll start conversation back up because he'll start thinking about it. It might, at first, it might make him feel like oh, what do I say? I can't
Mm-hmm.
think straight. It might make him spiral out a little bit, but it's really just going to bring him back to remembering the date and how much he enjoys your company too. It's going to make him feel good. And you can even say to him, I miss you, and it just made me feel good to say that to you because it's just how I feel today. And I needed to tell you how I felt. Because if you can't tell a man you like or who's your friend how you feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Your parents, let me ask you a question. Even though your parents are friends and still married, do they have good communication?
it's a good question. I'm not
You don't even
sure.
know. There you go. You're not sure because you didn't experience that regularly. So, yeah. So because what about their communication with you? Was it like anything that you need or anything you need to know about, ask us first. Don't just try to go and do it with some stranger, like drugs or alcohol or sex, or communicate about what
Um,
you wanted in life.
well, we just knew that we weren't supposed to do it, so we never did it because we understood the, consequences or whatever. But I don't think I could have talked to them about it. Like,
Mm.
oh, I feel like doing this. Should I do it? No, I think I dated in secret when I was in
Yeah,
school. They did
I
not know
never
about
had
anyone.
yeah, I never had any of that. It was
Yeah,
always like, you like a guy, come tell us, we'll help you. You
no,
you
they
thinking
were
about
like,
having
no.
sex, come and talk to us before you do it and we'll figure
Mhm.
something out. You want to try pot or beer or something or have a wine, come talk to us first. We'd rather you do pot with us than do pot with strangers. Or we'd rather you drink with us than drink with strangers, or we prefer you not to have sex with strangers. We prefer you to stay a virgin. But, if there's someone you really just have to be with that you're in love with or you want to marry, tell us. Don't hide it from us because we can help you. We're not against you. We're your parents, we're your family. And that's the kind of parents I had.
Yeah,
And I think sometimes that's difficult for parents to be like that. But,
yeah.
you know, it's okay. Even though we've kind of had the same background and the same parents, I think my parents are hippies. How old are your
Mm.
parents?
Very sophisticated and rigid. Like they care a lot about how they're seen.
Okay, our thing's gonna end in a minute. We got like 5 minutes, but I want to know how old are they?
My dad's in his 60s.
Mhm.
My mom's like 5 years younger to my dad.
Okay, so I mean, your parents are my older sister and her husband's age.
Mm,
So with my sister being 15 years older than me,
mm.
yeah.
Well, okay.
So so I mean, they are definitely Generation X, but not Americanized,
Hmm.
obviously.
Yeah.
And this gets really different for us being younger, but my parents are silent generation and baby boomer. But my parents were hippies, but they weren't
Hmm.
free love and sex hippies or druggies at all. All right.
Hmm.
They were just love and peace kind of hippies.
Okay.
Um, but my dad's silent generation. He's so silent. Like he taught me, don't tell everyone everything right away because they'll lose interest in your mystery. Keep captivating this man with your mystery by not unfolding everything at once. He probably got a little bit too overwhelmed when you started talking about the boy band. Okay. He might have gotten a little bit, I don't know what else the context was of your conversation, but it's okay. We're going to work through this. I think most of your problems are just, the friend thing and then the over manifesting to perform and be positive all the time and then the romantic spiraling out. So we've got 4 minutes now,
Hmm.
but he is feeling good about you. He does look at you as someone who's a part of his world. All right.
Hmm.
Right now, he knows it's just online. How will he feel? Well, it'll bring him back to feeling good about what you guys experienced.
Hmm.
If it triggers you too much to say, I miss you, it's okay. If it makes you feel good to say, hey, you know what? I miss you. And I'm practicing on telling people how I feel. So I just wanted to tell you how I felt, and I hope that you have the compassion to understand that. I bet you he will, and he'll understand it, okay? Because he's just a human being too.
Yeah, I wonder like how he's feeling right now, like the fact that he didn't respond to my text. Because
Oh yeah, yeah.
when you,
Why didn't he respond to her text? Why hasn't he responded to her text yet? He's busy working on something. He has thought about you in that Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. He has thought about you. He does feel once again that you're an ideal intellect. He's also in this reverse Four of Pentacles. He's feeling like, you know what? No more looking back. I'm going to keep looking forward. But right now is a pause, all right, before a new beginning for you both in this Hanged Man and this
hmm
Ace of Pentacles. I think it'll be a little bit more balanced when you guys are starting to feel better. And I want you to try to focus more on yourself and refocus more on the self care and self love, because self care is self love. And the more you refocus on you, he's going to be focusing on you. And if it feels good to say, hey, I miss you, and I needed to tell you that because in my life right now, I'm going through something and I'm trying to practice, telling people how I feel so I feel safe.
hmm
Don't be afraid to say that. Is this person her friend? Is this person her friend? Is this person her friend? Aw, you got the lovers. Let's see, this person's your friend. Okay. He wants to celebrate that in the Three of Cups. Loving words, loving actions, and loving thoughts. Right?
hmm
This is not a person who wants to hurt you.
No, I know that, but when you say he doesn't want to look back, what did you mean? Look back at what?
So he doesn't want to look back at the things that have hurt him in the past. He wants to try something
Mm.
new. Yeah, he's getting over that hurt from the past or any exes or anyone who rejected him or let him down. Is he afraid of being rejected? No, he's not afraid of being rejected, but he is afraid of love a little bit. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Because I bet
Mm.
you he probably has the same set of parents as you do. I bet he's going through the same thing you're going through. But if you
Yeah.
just be honest with him and say, look, I'm practicing honest, like I'm practicing telling people how I feel. And I wanted to let you know how I feel because it makes me feel better. And you're my friend. I don't know. We can work something out later. We got a minute left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this now. We're going to get off the phone. You're going to go to bed and relax. Start feeling what feels good and just fall asleep with that if you can. You know,
Mhm.
try to try to fall asleep with the idea that that whole you can't always have what you want thing. It's just a lyric in a Rolling Stone song.
Yeah.
And try to go to bed tonight as if you have everything you want. Just even if you only feel it for 1 second and then it gets taken away from you. All this is going to subconsciously process while you sleep tonight as well. That's why I wanted to do it late at night. All right. Less than 1 minute. I got to save this, honey. Good night. I love you.
Good
Mwah.
night. Thank
Text me if
you.
you want. I'm still here.
Okay.